December 2nd here in southern Ontario. I heard Dr. Robert Malone. I saw a clip and I'm not sure who he was speaking to. I didn't watch the whole thing, and he said, well, I'm sorry to say it, I'm only paraphrasing him. We folks to the north of us, you have a totalitarian socialism for your governance. And I was kind of like, oh, that's interesting. I always thought we had an authoritarian regime that's managed a soft coup since 2015. So, AI inquiry. I queried AI. How far along this path is Canada? Answer: Canada's approach prioritizes social welfare and government interventions. So then I went and looked up, what exactly is totalitarian socialism? How many points we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Centralized power. Well, no, we can't really say Canada actually has that, although we see the Liberal left government over the last decade plus reaching more and more into provincial territories of control. Note Alberta's trying to pass legislature to maintain their sovereignty provincially from the federal government. They're passing this preemptively, as we see the federal government having attained and reaching for more and more powers. There's debate whether Alberta's sovereignty legislation will actually, the Constitution, I'll call it the Constitution, might overrule that, but I digress. Second point, limited individual freedoms, again in a totalitarian society. Well, the buyback program, there's a great example. It's actually in violation of our Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Went through an order in council, didn't go through Parliament. This speaks pretty loudly to that one, I would say. Centralized control, third point, centralized control of economy and resources. Well, again, we see the federal government reaching for more and more, and again, Alberta as an example pushing back. Single party rule. Now, this one's going to raise a lot of hackles. Remember the supply and confidence agreement with Jagmeet Singh? That gave Trudeau single party rule from 2022 until Mark the Wef Carney came to save us from the evil orange man. And we sort of still have trouble with single party rule with, the Liberal government just now, after our last election, just has to bribe the bloc. And they vote with them, and everybody else can go pound sand. Fifth point, limited individual and civil liberties. Well, see what happened to Chris Barber and Tamara Leach. Trudeau imposed the Emergency Act upon us in 2022 in violation of our charter rights. Got away with it, still before the courts. You know that, right? The federal court ruled that, he was in violation, Trudeau that is, in the enactment of the Emergencies Act, 2 points of our Charter of Rights. And on the taxpayers' dime, it's being appealed and will go to the Federal Court of Appeals, and then there's the Supreme Court after that. So, limited individual and civil liberties, yeah. Remember that clip Trudeau at the time said, well, I know we're trampling, and we are trampling on your rights. I'm not quoting him. Anyways, final point of a totalitarian socialism, state control over media and information. Well, few can argue, well, you can't argue that one with any validity. Bill C-11, C-18, the fact that our mainstream media is largely funded by the government. And then the impending liberal bills that are supposed to safeguard children and us and our borders and stuff, but are clearly designed. Bill C-63. I'll be lucky if I'm just wearing a bracelet under house arrest when that one goes through. So, anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Are we a democracy? Are we an authoritarian regime? Or are we well on our way to totalitarian socialism?